You may have noticed lately that one of your female coworkers is being a little too friendly. She's packing an extra lunch, and somehow it ends up on your desk. She's accompanying you on every coffee break, like clockwork. And maybe, just maybe, you're starting to wonder, does she have feelings for me? Now here's the thing, office romances are undeniably exciting. They add a thrill to your everyday routine. They make work feel more alive, but they're also dangerous territory. If you misread her signals, you could embarrass yourself, make her feel awkward, or even damage your professional reputation. Worse, workplace gossip spreads like wildfire. A single misunderstanding could lead to unnecessary drama, or worse, affect your job and career. That's why today, we're diving deep into the psychology of workplace attraction. Here are the subtle but powerful signs that your coworker might actually like you. But remember this, don't rush. Attraction in the workplace is like walking on a tightrope. Move too fast and you fall. Go slow, observe, and take one step at a time. 1. She asks for your help. Does your coworker always seem to need your help lately? Not the kind of help where she really needs it, but the kind of requests that seem a little unnecessary. Maybe she asks you to explain a report you know she could easily figure out. Maybe she forgets how to work the coffee machine, even though you've seen her use it perfectly fine before. Or maybe she asks you to check over her work, even when there's nothing wrong with it. This is not about being incapable. It's about appealing to your protective, helpful instinct. Psychology shows that when a woman likes a man, she often creates small opportunities for interaction, ways to pull him into her orbit. And here's the kicker. If the frequency of her requests has increased over time, it's not a coincidence. If you find yourself spending more and more time assisting her with even the tiniest things, chances are she's not just being forgetful. She's interested in you. This is her way of saying, I want your attention. I want you involved in my world. 2. She tries to sit beside you. Pay attention during team lunches or group outings. Does she always manage to find the seat next to you? Does she somehow slide into the chair beside you during meetings, outings, or even office photos? Here's the truth. When someone likes you, they'll use every opportunity to be physically closer. It's subtle, but it's human instinct. Proximity breeds intimacy. Think about it. If she constantly sits near you, during lunch, during coffee breaks, or even posing next to you in pictures, it's not random chance. She's positioning herself in your personal space to create comfort, familiarity, and closeness. And here's where it gets interesting. People who are attracted to you will unconsciously mirror your body language, laugh a little louder at your jokes, or lean in closer when you speak. If you've noticed your coworker doing this repeatedly, it's a strong sign her interest goes beyond just friendship. But here's the twist. Just because she's friendly doesn't always mean she's into you romantically. So how can you tell the difference between simple workplace camaraderie and actual attraction? That's where the next signs come in. 3. She asks you personal stuff. Has your coworker suddenly started showing an unusual interest in your life outside of work? It's one thing to casually ask, "How was your weekend?" Everyone does that. But it's another thing when she starts digging deeper. She wants to know about your family, your hobbies, your favorite foods, the music you listen to, even your travel bucket list. She's not just asking questions, she's collecting information, little puzzle pieces, to see if the two of you could fit together. Psychologically, when a woman is interested in a man, her curiosity naturally shifts toward the personal. She's not just concerned with deadlines and spreadsheets. She wants to know the real you. But here's a warning. Not every coworker who asks about your life is romantically interested. Some people are simply friendly or naturally inquisitive. The difference is in the consistency and depth of her questions. If she keeps circling back to your personal life, especially topics like relationships, future plans, or dreams, it's a strong sign she's testing compatibility. 4. She connects with you on social media. Now, let's talk about what happens outside office hours. Does she follow you on social media? Has she gone on a liking spree? Not just your recent posts, but photos and updates from years ago? This is a dead giveaway. Because if she wasn't interested, she wouldn't be spending her free time scrolling through your timeline. And when she casually brings up an old picture or post that even you forgot about, it means she's not only looking, she's paying attention. And it doesn't stop there. If she tags you in group photos, uploads pictures of you both together, or comments on your updates almost instantly, she's signaling that she wants to be more than just that coworker in the office. Why? Because social media is personal territory. It's where you share your memories, your lifestyle, your identity outside of work. For her to step into that space and engage with it consistently is a sign she's trying to blend her world with yours. 5. She starts dressing up more than usual. Here's a powerful one. Has she started looking noticeably different at work? New dresses, stylish heels, more makeup, a fresh haircut, maybe even perfume you can't help but notice when she walks past. If you've picked up on this sudden change, chances are it's not just for the office, it's for you. Research in psychology shows that when a woman is interested in someone, she'll subconsciously, and sometimes very deliberately, put more effort into her appearance. And here's the key detail. She'll pay attention to whether you notice. If you compliment her, does she blush or smile differently than when others say the same thing? If you casually mention you like women wearing their hair a certain way, and she shows up rocking that exact style the next day, that's no accident. That's intention. This is her way of saying without words, I want you to see me, to notice me, to admire me. But remember, looks can be deceiving. Dressing up doesn't always equal attraction, unless she pairs it with the next subtle sign. And trust me, this one is even harder to ignore. 6. She checks if you're joining team outings. Notice what happens when the office plans a night out, dinner, or happy hour gathering. Does she make sure you are going? If you can't make it, does her enthusiasm for the event suddenly fade? Or if you're running late, does she stay back, offering to wait for you, or even help you finish your work so you won't miss out? Here's what's happening. When someone likes you, they'll adjust their schedule around yours. She's not excited about the outing itself. It's the chance to be with you outside the office walls. And if she happens to be the one planning these get-togethers, pay close attention. Does she adjust the time, the place, or the whole plan just to match your availability? That's not friendly teamwork. That's deliberate effort. An effort rooted in attraction. Psychologically, shared experiences outside work build intimacy faster than routine office chats. And if she's trying to create those opportunities with you, it's because she wants your bond to deepen. 7. She is there for you. Think about this. Whenever you need help, does she always show up? Even if it means staying late at the office? Even if it means putting her own workload on hold? If so, that's loyalty. And loyalty doesn't come from nowhere. She cheers you on when you succeed. She backs you up if office gossip swirls. She's quick to defend you if colleagues tease, and she'll joke with you, but never at your expense. This is one of the strongest indicators of deeper feelings. Women naturally reserve this level of care and support for people they consider important. If she's consistently stepping in as your cheerleader, she's quietly signaling that you mean more to her than just another coworker. And here's the subtle giveaway. When you share your worries or frustrations, does she listen with full attention, without judgment? That safe space she creates for you isn't accidental. It's emotional intimacy in disguise. 8. She often flirts with you. Now, this is the one sign that's the hardest to ignore, because flirting is deliberate. It's a test. Does she compliment your shirt, your smile, or the way you carry yourself? Does she tease you playfully, creating inside humor only the two of you share? Do her texts include heart emojis, little kisses, or cheeky jokes? And when she's around you, does she lean in close, flip her hair, or lightly touch your arm in conversation? If yes, she's dropping hints, waiting for you to catch on. But here's the crucial difference. If she flirts with everyone, then you're probably not that special to her. But if her playful energy is reserved mostly for you, and especially if it happens often, that's a strong sign she's genuinely attracted. Flirting is how she's telling you, without saying the words, I like you. I want you to notice me. And maybe I want you to make the next move. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Attraction isn't just about playful flirting. Sometimes it shows up in the small, secret bonds only the two of you share. And if you've noticed this next sign, then you're definitely not imagining things. 9. She shares inside jokes with you. Laughter is one of the most powerful forms of bonding. Have you noticed how often you and your coworker laugh together at little things no one else seems to get? Maybe it's a funny phrase you both repeat. Maybe it's a silly look you exchange during boring meetings. Or maybe it's that one joke that instantly makes both of you giggle while everyone else just looks confused. Inside jokes are not just humor, they're intimacy. It means she's investing time and effort into building a private bubble where only you and she belong. That kind of personal connection doesn't happen by accident. It's a deliberate attempt to strengthen your bond. The truth? If she's creating these shared little worlds with you, she's not just a friendly colleague. She's showing affection in the safest way possible, through laughter and connection. 10. She is interested in your love life. Here's a big one. Does she constantly circle back to your dating status? She might ask, "So, are you seeing someone?" Or she might casually probe, "What type of girls do you usually like?" These aren't harmless questions. They're reconnaissance. She wants to know if the door to your heart is open or already closed. Psychologically, people ask about your love life only when it matters to them. If she keeps pressing about whether you're single, what your ideal type is, or how past relationships went, she's trying to measure her chances before taking her own next step. And if you notice she gets a little too interested when you mention another girl, that flash of curiosity, or even jealousy, that's another hidden giveaway. 11. She wants to spend time alone with you. Now, let's step outside the office. Does she look for excuses to hang out? Just the two of you? She won't directly say date. Instead, she'll frame it as something casual. Maybe she mentions a new restaurant and says, "We should go." Maybe she hints about a movie she wants to watch, or asks you to teach her that hobby you once mentioned. These are non-dates, but make no mistake, they're test runs. She's creating safe, low-pressure opportunities to be with you one-on-one, without the noise of colleagues around. Why? Because private time is where deeper connections are built. It's where she can drop the professional mask and just be herself with you. If she's actively seeking those moments, it's because she wants to know you, not just work you. 12. Your coworkers seem to know her feelings. Here's the funny thing. Sometimes everyone else notices before you do. If she has a crush on you, chances are your other coworkers already picked up on it. You'll hear whispers. You'll get knowing looks. Maybe a colleague even teases, "You two seem close, huh?" Why? Because attraction leaves a trail. Subtle glances, body language, little choices she makes around you. And while you might be second-guessing yourself, your coworkers are reading the signs loud and clear. If office gossip has started circling about you two, her feelings probably aren't a secret anymore. At that point, the question isn't whether she likes you. The question is whether you want to take the next step. So, what's the takeaway? If you've noticed these signs, her asking for help, sitting next to you, digging into your personal life, connecting outside work, dressing up, checking your plans, supporting you, flirting, sharing inside jokes, showing interest in your love life, seeking one-on-one time, and the whispers among coworkers, then yes, there's a strong chance your coworker is into you. But here's the warning. Office romances are tricky. They can be thrilling, yes, but they can also be risky. A wrong move can hurt her, damage your reputation, and even create workplace drama. So what should you do? Go slow, observe, confirm, and never rush. Because the truth is, sometimes that extra lunchbox, that inside joke, or that lingering look means something more. And sometimes it's just friendship. The art is in knowing the difference. So tell me, have you noticed any of these signs from a coworker? And do you think she likes you, Or is it just workplace friendliness? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.